Good morning, people. Good morning, fellow humans. My name is Edward Bevilacqua. We are here at Pahrump in Pahrump. We are here in Pahrump. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. It's about 5:57, 5:55 in the morning. A very dark morning outside. Don't know what it's like. Oh, the guy was outside and the stars are shining brightly. But we are here with our daily podcast, which means we do it every day. But the importance of that is that you need to make it part of your routine, part of your daily habit, because you just never know whether today is going to be the day that you learn something that's going to change your life. And our goal is simple here. Our goal is just to help you get from where you are to someplace better, from point A to point B, from someday Isle to Successlandia. We do it through this podcast, but it's not really the podcast, it's what's down below in the description. So please share, click on the bell, subscribe, like, you know the thing, do all of that stuff. It's very important that you're here every day, though. That's the most important thing, is come back every day, share this. You're going to find that happiness has to do with one of the components of happiness is meaning or purpose, service to others. So share this. If you find it painful, share the pain. If you find it helpful, which you should. If you don't find it helpful, you should ask the question, why do I think that the advice from these experts, why do I think that I know more than these experts know? And whatever answer you come up with, you should say, aha, that's part of my problem. I think I know more than people who've dedicated their lives to the information. So more on that later. But if this is your first time, this is a 5-part podcast about, I try to keep it to 10 minutes, but if we got to 12, that would be great. Podcast that's in 5 parts. So part 1 is prepare for the podcast, prepare for the day. Part 2, to start with an attitude of gratitude, a little exercise on that. Part 3, review yesterday. Part 4, plan for today. Part 5, project the day, then go live it. We actually do part 3, which is review yesterday, and part 5, project today. We do that when the podcast is over. I actually do it before the podcast to prepare, but for our purposes, we do those 2 things after, and we could do our attitude of gratitude after also. But we'll start with a breathing exercise from Stanford, Andrew Huberman, Professor Huberman, Dr. Huberman, on how to breathe to reduce stress and fully as possible oxygenate our lungs, our blood, as much as possible in less than 30 seconds. So breathing exercise helps calm you, also gets more oxygen in your system. All right, so it's a 2-part thing. It's an inhale and an exhale. Okay, I just learned something, how to breathe. No, this is how to get our lungs expanded as quickly, as fully and quickly as possible, and a way to reduce stress. So it's a double intake, single out, long exhale. Double inhale, long exhale. So we fill our lungs as full as possible using our stomach. Evacuation complete. That's from Austin Powers, in case you don't remember it. Okay, so you should feel it. You will feel it. I can promise you. It's from Steve Jobs. I can promise you will feel that. Okay, next on our hit parade, let's get Rest of our preparation, a little bit of coffee. I use a French press. I know that that's kind of out of vogue now because it should have a paper filter to get rid of some of the not good stuff. But I do in my little cup because I like to keep my coffee warm as I'm drinking it. And I have my pot right next to me. Pen, and paper. Why? Because our brain is not designed to record things. Our brain is designed to solve problems. Use pen and paper, because every time you say something, see something, hear something, write something, you make another copy in your brain, and it's more likely you will remember it. Plus, as an added benefit, we have a time machine. Writing things down is like a time machine because we can go back into the past to review what we wrote. Wow, how cool is that? Okay, so attitude of gratitude. Why is it important? Because life is suffering. One of the 4 Buddhist noble truths, life is suffering. If you're a Christian, you recognize that our faith is based upon the crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus. Suffering. Okay? Jesus' passion was suffering. We work to overcome it. So as Jordan Peterson says, life is suffering, work to reduce it. Work to reduce your suffering. That's all you have to do. Okay. So, technique to overcome that would be to say, to write in your book, I'm so happy and grateful now that. I'm so happy and grateful now that blank. That's step 1. Step 2, turn that into a problem to be solved by turning it into a question. Okay, so I just add the word what in front of it. What am I so happy and grateful for right now? What am I so happy and grateful for right now? Then I turn my attention inward to the voices in my head, to the movie in my head, to my imagination, to let my brain do what it's designed to do. This in itself is a good exercise in using your brain. Practice solving solving problems in your brain in advance. So what am I so happy and grateful for right now? And listen to the voices in your head. Also, you can notice how you feel when those good those things that you're grateful for start popping up like popcorn or scrolling up like it's a movie credit or going this way. How does it work in your brain? How do you see those things that you're happy and grateful for? Okay, next, moving right along, they're falling quickly. Review of the day, which we're going to do after the podcast. But the review of the day is to ask yourself, see, once again, engaging my brain, ask yourself, how do I feel about yesterday? What were my highs? What were my lows? How did I exceed expectations? Where did I fall short of the mark? When I exceeded expectations, it's like, cool, right, yes, I want to do that again. Where did I fall short of the mark? Learning experience. Okay, what did I learn from that? I'm not going to beat myself up. What did I learn from that? Okay. Think about Thomas Edison inventing the light bulb. Instead of taking an attitude, nothing I do works, it's impossible, as all the other people are saying, it's impossible. If we were supposed to have light after dark, God would have done it for us. We would have had eyeballs that we could see in the dark. Thomas Edison did not believe that, and through whatever reason, he reframed a failure into we just discovered another way not to make the light bulb. That opened the door for him to have a breakthrough moment, which was, instead of creating a filament that wouldn't burn out, it was to remove the oxygen, to remove the fuel from inside of the bulb. And voila, filament lasted thousands of hours, whatever. Okay. So step 3, review, boom, gone. Step 4, plan for today. That's where we're going to spend most of our time. But I'm going to say step 5 is project today. So when the podcast is over, project, picture your day. What are you going to do throughout the day? Fast motion video. Stop on the things that that are important, the most important, that you can perceive to be the most important. Stop on those, think them through. Remember Caddyshack when Ty is talking to Danny about putting, night putting. See your future, Danny. Be your future. See your future, be your future. Okay, but planning. Now we go down to our description down below. And you'll see there's a new section in there, section 8. Oh, section 8. Okay. But first, we're going to go to number 5. It's simple. You want to be successful. Simple. Say, I believe that something great is going to happen to me today. Lord, I believe that something great is going to happen to me today, and I'm thanking you in advance. Okay, short little prayer. Advice from an 80-year-old. Whistle. Right? Okay. Whistle, don't sing. Whistle. Okay. Or you can sing. Sing in the shower. New thing. You can ask yourself, what have you done with what you've been given? So when you're maybe pondering, where do I go from here? What have I done with what I've been given? Ask yourself, what are the opportunities? What are my resources? What are my abilities? Okay, I'm in a thing right now. I'm in the fog of war. What are the opportunities? Ask yourself the question. Ask your brain the question. What are the opportunities? Then, okay, what are my resources? What are my abilities? Boom. All right. Scrolling ahead. Huberman, quick little video. Listening, the importance of listening. Today's TED Talk, day 3 of week 1 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Edited by Edward Bevilacqua. Who's that? I don't know. Is day 3, week 1. Everything we think we know about addiction is wrong. Johann Hari, great one. Daily Stoic, 3 great Stoic reminders. Inc. magazine. What does that say? He made a change to his LinkedIn profile, and it was huge. Okay, everybody should create a LinkedIn. Okay, next, PragerU, happiness day number 5. So we now have 5 short little 5-minute videos about happiness. They are in alignment with Arthur Brooks's things on happiness, ESP, enjoyment, satisfaction, and purpose. Darren Hardy, great, doing the hard thing, being the boss, some of the hard things, motivational, yes, focus on your dream. Jordan Peterson about memory, Mark Devine, Baraka Church, systematic theology, James 1:27, pure and undefiled religion before God and the Father is this, to visit orphans and widows in their troubles and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. Okay, visiting orphans and widows in their trouble. Pure religion. That is pure religion according to Jesus. All righty then. I think we got it. How are we doing for time? 13:32. Okay, 2 quick last things. Number 1, you want to get from where you are to someplace better. Quick, easy little thing. Resolve to make yesterday the only easy day. Resolve to do just a little bit better today. Don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, according to Jordan Peterson. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to other people. All right, next, think about the question of, does God have a plan for me? And you can believe that. That's perfectly acceptable. You can believe that God has a plan for you, that your life was a gift from God that had strings attached. There was a plan. And if you don't do the plan, you will be goaded, prodded, whatever. Or you can think that your life is a gift from God, no strings attached, but God just put a little spark of himself within you. God is in all things. Have a belief that perhaps God is in all things, and there's just a little spark. I have the opportunity through my life to nurture that, to fan the flames, to turn it into an inferno, and that when I do that, perhaps God will give me the opportunity to do more. And wouldn't we want a father or an older brother like that, who was there to encourage us, to be there with us always in our time of need? We could go inside knowing that he's with us at all times. He's not outside us, he's not carrying us, he's inside us all the time. We can go to him and get comfort. Okay, 15 minutes in. So those are the two things. X, such that yesterday was the only easy day. For our orphans and widows that are out there in need, we're here for basic necessities. We can provide you with showers, washing machine, wash your clothes, shower, get cleaned on the outside, clean your clothes. We have food for you that you can take with you, and we're here to help. My number is down below. There's a link where you can make an appointment to call me or somebody on our team. And with that, Shabbat Shalom, Shiva Shalom, people, and I will say cut.